1, 2, 3, it's working, right? Hello. Hello everybody, my name is Olga and I am an ESL teacher at school, and today you are here, welcome to join me in my session where I really actually need psychological help. We are going to talk about preparation for the WIDA testing coming up soon. You know, if you work in education in the USA, you understand that every ESL student every year need to go through the test. We call it WIDA test or maybe ACCESS test, and during this test they will need to prove that they can read, listen, write and speak in English. And today I'm gonna share I don't know, my troubles which I'm going through right now, because I'm preparing my students for upcoming tests, and the biggest problem is our speaking part, right? So I'm gonna share I wouldn't say tricks, but what is my strategy to try and get them prepared for this. And I hope you will share something in the comment section to help me out, what you do and what tricks you find helpful, how to motivate your students to do their best during the test. All right, so let's buckle up, get ready and start preparing the students to do their best job ever during the test. So what is WIDA test? First of all, WIDA test is our test where the students show how they can. There are a lot of tasks. First part is when they read some tasks and then they choose multiple answers. And then they choose among multiple answers choice that what they want to answer, right? Then they listen to some questions, then answer again, choosing among multiple answers. That's kind of okay. They pick what they pick, maybe they understand it and they really pick according to what they think. Maybe they just do it randomly. We'll see. But then there is more complicated part where they need to write, I mean not write but type, depending on their age, and speak out, but not speak out to the teacher. They will have to talk to a little Chromebook device, and that's the main difficulty. So I know for sure that it's a difficult task for our students to start talking to their computer, because from my experience I used to teach adults, people who worked in management, in high management of different companies, international companies, and we know for sure from this background that they were confident people. They could talk to other people without being shy, like our teenagers at school, right? So from this point they were confident in talking, but talking to the device, making a recording to the machine was already a complicated task for them. So at this point, when we need to train our students to talk to their Chromebooks, we have two difficulties, two tasks to overcome, right? First, their ability. We need to train their ability to really speak English, and second, their ability to speak to their little computers. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to open the WIDA site where we can see examples of tasks for speaking, exactly speaking, and then I'm gonna share what I am implementing into my lessons plan, what we are doing to exactly get them prepared for these tasks. And that's not only about these tests, probably they will require this skill somewhere ahead in their future. It's a good skill to talk to your little device, because that's our technological life and we do speak to our devices, right? Like I'm doing now. But we never know whether they will need this skill or not, whether they are confident enough or not. And we need to get them prepared right now while they are 6th, 7th graders, right? So don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can comment all your recommendations down there in the comment sections, and welcome. So right now we are on official WIDA test preparation website. There are wonderful videos on how to get prepared for every part of this test, and the speaking part, they will show you the example of how you will go through these first steps, and then there will be samples on how to practice. So that's all typical. Make a recording, what to click. Theoretically, that what I did last year, that exactly we went through these sample materials, and then I tell my students, and now you click record button and then you speak for 1 minute. Is it okay? It's okay, yay, they said. And that, because they are absolutely free to talk while I'm talking to them, right? They are in the classroom settings, they're perfectly comfortable with me talking to them talking to each other, absolutely fine. But then there was the day of test. And what I heard during this test, that was hilarious. They have this simple question at the very beginning, like, look at this picture, what do you see? And then I'm sitting there because I need to observe during the test time, and I'm listening to my students, and what they say, I see a bus, and they start giggling because that's funny to them. Really, they find it hilarious and they just laugh out. And the other moment is they feel that they feel embarrassed. That's what they share with me after exam. I felt embarrassing because they were watching me. Who is watching you? I don't know. So there are 5 other kids. So there are 5 kids in the room, and they do not feel confident talking while the other child is talking at the same time. Or maybe they are not even talking, they are looking at each other. So that's our point, which we need to work on. So we need to get them prepared for this ability to make a recording, not just talk to each other freely, but exactly make a recording to the computer so that they wouldn't be distracted while other students are also doing the same thing, talking to their computer, so they will be fine talking during this time. Okay, we got the main idea, right? Okay, so what do I do for this? How do we do that? We are going to WIDA portal, which is accessible for everybody online. So then you will go into the official website, and there we can have sample items to prepare for the test. For example, I'm in a middle school, so I'm going to grade 6, 8, 6, 7, right? And there. So we can go through all of this section: listening, reading, speaking and writing. Right? So today we are doing speaking part. Let's go there. Oh, there you can see several options, not many. So we're gonna have only like 2 different examples, Joplin and Barbara Jordan, right? During the test, they're gonna have more, because each of these tests, why are they so complicated? Because it's not just one question to answer. They're gonna go through this for 60 minutes. And then again, 60 minutes reading, 60 minutes writing, 60 minutes. So each of them 60 minutes, which makes them 4 hours. Not all together, we split them into a couple days. But anyway, that's a lot. That's a lot to do, to go through. Even, which test did I talk about before? IELTS, TOEFL. I used to prepare students for IELTS and for TOEFL, and I went through TOEFL myself. TOEFL used to be 4 hours exam too, but now it's only 2 hours. Yes, we allow. So now we are going through this, and so WIDA is more complicated than TOEFL international exam, which will lead you, an adult, to the higher education, or maybe to obtain your citizenship in Canada, for example. Okay, we checked how everything works, and now we are going through exam. That's what we are doing with my students now. I took Yes, I used these pictures with the screensaver tool, and I just uploaded them into their Canvas or any other application which you can use, so that they can see them. We can hear the recording if you can, or you can just read what they have. I also make my students read it themselves because they need to be concentrated. So what I'm recommending them now, I say you don't really have good memory, or you don't have really good concentration, so try to make notes while you're listening or while you are reading the text. Not write everything down. No. We don't want to check how you can write and read what you have seen. We want you to show that you can speak. I know you are the smartest ever, most intelligent student, but we want you to prove it to that lady on the other side of the microphone, right? So we're reading through these materials, and then I pause and I ask my student to retell this while we are working in a group of 5. We remember that they are shy, that the test recommendation is to test no more than 5 students at a time, so we are doing small group sessions for that. Okay, where are we here? So that's still her career day. Again, I'm going through this and I'm trying to talk to them, to my students, so they can tell me what is a career day, because sometimes they don't know. And they don't, actually. Only 8th grade students, because they already went through this in their life, so they experienced that. Remember that they're kids, they don't know a lot of things. Okay. She's an excellent student. I asked them what they think, whether she's a smart girl or not really. What do they think? Try to get your opinion, because we want them to talk as much as they can during the test. So if they only retell these 5 sentences which they are going to, that will not be enough. So while we are looking at this text, I also okay, she graduated with honors, she's smart. What else can you use to prove that she was smart? They say, so they are reading it, she participated in debates. Only smart kids do that. All right, so you get that. I try to explain to them. Don't just retell. Try to ask the question why to each of these sentences, and maybe add these to the ideas which you had used in, that you had you are using for retelling. Okay, all right, and then we are moving to the next slide, and the next slide. In this slide we can only 3 sentences, and we already know that that's the part which they are going to retell, right? And that's why I try to pause at this moment and again ask, what did they do? What did she do after finishing college or after finishing school? And then I ask them, what does it mean to attend law school? Because again, they read it, but they don't know sometimes. They make a smart face, but you can understand that they sometimes do not know this word. They just repeat it. Just tell them that attend school is the same as the go to school, visit school, right? Yeah. Maybe she studied there, or maybe she worked in there. We don't really know what that means. Attended law school. Most probably she studied there, right? Okay, and then she taught for a year. What does it mean she taught? And then they don't really realize that she worked as a teacher. I just tell them, you can use your paraphrasing skill. Tell them that she started her teaching career. She worked as a teacher for 1 year, and then she stopped for some reason. And now why did she stop? Do you know? And then there is a lot of things to imagine. Imagine your kids can tell you why the teacher has stopped being a teacher. And after that I'm saying that next stage of your life, use your connectives. Be consistent in your narration. Jordan became involved in this presidential campaign. And then I asked them, has she become a president? Is she a president? Did she want to go to be a president? And then they got concentrated at this moment, really. Everybody who was even like half listening, now they are trying to understand, really, who is the president? What's going on now? Because they get interested in what's going on. Again, we hope for the best that they will pay more attention during the test. But we all know that students are distracted. And again, after 1 hour of this test and they are tired, they don't want to do it. And then again, we try to motivate them, saying that it's going to be the last time doing this test. And now welcome to We Hate Nina Club. Yes, if you Google for WIDA screen preparation or WIDA testing online, you will see a lot of the discussion about Nina. Yes, and I keep telling my students, Nina gives you the bad example Nina is your stupid student example. You don't want to be like Nina. Be smarter. You are my best intelligent students. You are way smarter. Don't repeat after her. Show your best. Show me your best words. Use all the words which you know. Use your best ever academic language. And there we go. Okay, and now what I'm doing, I did the same. I copied all these pages into my students' canvas, and they have it. So we are going through these pages, and at the bottom of their canvas page, they are able to click the button and make the recording, and that's their chance to get prepared. That's how we are preparing now. And I asked them to do this while they're all in the classroom. And then we discuss, what do you think, what was difficult for you? How can we improve your speech? What do you think the other lady who is listening to you now, what will she think about you? Will you pass the test, or will she think that you can do better? That makes my students think about what they can improve. So hopefully this year we're gonna have better results, but I am already tired of it. But yeah, I'm doing everything that I can. I'm explaining this every group, and you know that I have 2 schools to monitor. So yeah, again, so the same. I'm doing the same repetitive job in both schools, and it's not only one time. I did not do this one time. I created several times by now. First, we discussed the same questions without recording. They are able of speaking it without recording, but as soon as you include recording into the task, it's totally different, and it's completely the game changer of it. And now they are failing it as soon as they need to click the button and start speaking to a device. So that's the trick. And then again, we need to go through reading preparation, because a lot of students make a lot of mistakes in reading because of concentration. They need to concentrate, pay more attention, and read, not just to click through the exam. Okay, thank you for your support, and I hope we will all pass it. See you later. Bye bye.